Well, I'm officially live, guys. Thank you so much. Officially, welcome to Keena's Corner. First of all, I want to thank you for being in my corner, for supporting me. It's dope. The dope. Um, from literally for me promoting and having no subscribers last week on YouTube, I have over 100 now. So I want to thank y'all for your support, for your likes thus far already. And I see 5 people in here, if I'm reading that correctly. So thank y'all so much for that. It's a blessing. Um, I'm actually really nervous, but I mean, I'm kind of in my element because I like to speak, and speaking is kind of what I believe I should be doing. So I'm kind of in my element. And of course, as I keep going out, the nerves will probably fall out. But like by the day, I've got more nervous. Again, for anybody that's just coming in, thank you so much for tuning in. I am Keena, and welcome to Keena's Corner, here where I'll give you facts, truths, vulnerabilities, need to knows. I'm not that type of person that's going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm always going to tell you what you need to know. That's just always been me. It's not in my character to lie to you. Ever. I stand for the betterment of people, period. I pull really hard, or I go really hard or root for women for sure, but I'm pulling for people, right? So from here on out, I'll probably be doing these podcast episodes every Thursday at about 9:30. I do have 2 young boys, so I have to make sure they're taken care of before I can jump on here, interact, and make videos. So or podcasts. These are my boys are my main priority, of course. So I have to make sure they're sleeping. They are asleep for the night, hopefully. Before we jump right into the episode, I want to kind of introduce myself, and I can see your comments, y'all. If you want to comment, if you have something to say, or you want something, or have something that I can read, I do see them. So you're welcome to. Before I jump right in, though, I do want to kind of introduce myself for anyone who may not know me. Just one day in the future, you may not know who I am, and I don't want you to feel like you're talking to a complete stranger. Okay. My name is Keena. I'm from the dirty South. I live in Mississippi, born and raised. I'm 30. Like I said before, I have 2 young boys that I take care of. Those babies in my heart. Um, one is 8, the other will be 2 soon, very soon. Um, and a little about me. Like I said, I have 2 boys, so I'm a full-time mother. Um, I do have what they call a 9 to 5. So I work at a 911 agency. Okay, I work there, and at that job as well, we do emergency management. If you don't know what it is, you actually do. If you think of FEMA, which is the Federal Emergency Management Agency, that's federal. Okay, so I work on a local level with government. So think about like weather related things and doing damage assessments when there are natural disasters. We help out with them. Tracy, hey girl, thank you so much. Miss Ken, who's Miss Ken? Send me your real name, but thank y'all so much. Tracy, appreciate you, sis. Miss Ken, I think you just subscribed maybe the other day or something because I saw your name. Let's see who it is. But thank y'all so much again. And a little bit about my story. Y'all know me. If you know me, if you don't know me, I am the type of person that I don't sit and just like tell all my business for no reason. And what I mean is I will I'm transparent. I'm an open person. I will tell those things about myself or what I've learned, what I've been through. Wait, I can't see. It's got a heart over your name. Is it Leisha? I can't see the rest of it. I'm sorry. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't mind telling what I've gone through, what I've been through, what I've experienced, or if it's gonna help somebody else, right? I'm not just out here trying to tell all my business or whatever. But I don't mind when it's gonna help somebody else. Like I said, I am for the betterment of people, and I do mean that wholeheartedly. So a little bit about my story. I'll just say again, I'm 30, but the last couple of years of my life have been the toughest. Like I've lost family members Thankfully, nothing like a sibling or, a parent, but I've lost some close family members, and still, I honestly can say the last years of my life have been the toughest. But I'm here to tell you too that I made it, and I will always credit God for that. I will always give God credit for it, because there were times that I was I was operating on strength that I know it wasn't mine alone, and I'm a pretty strong woman. I know I'm strong, but there was times I know that there was somebody helping me, and I know it was God. So, um, pretty much it's just I've learned a lot about myself. I've gone through a lot in the last couple of years, but it elevated me. It pushed me. I'm recently divorced. Um, recently divorced. I've been single now for about 2 years, and but I have peace. I have joy, and I'm happy about that. Like, I genuinely have joy. Um, I'm in a good place. I am in a really good place. Um, It was really tough. Like, you know how people tell you to take it like one day at a time? Well, sometimes them days it's too long to take. It hurts too bad to take it a day at a time. So really you literally have to take it a moment at a time, because you go through so many emotions, and I went through so many emotions in one day. Like, it's funny, but I really understood how you know, Dara Mad Black Woman, how Helen felt when she said, she had faced so many emotions. I got it. I understood it then. It's like, now, I during this time that I went through all these emotions, and then I found out a lot at the end of my, marriage, when I was about 6 months pregnant. And, like, of course, so I have to deliver my son when I deliver him. I was sick at the time too. I had COVID again, and then I had to deliver him, and take care of my two children while trying to heal myself, and that was so hard. And y'all, like, and during this time, I never wanted to harm myself. Never have I ever felt that way. And no judgment to anybody who has a thought about it, but I understood how anyone could, because it's like pain could run so deep that you pray for it to end, and you know that pain is deep when you got to pray it away. So like I said, I'm here. I've healed. I've overcome. I'm still healing, like still healing. But I mean, it's like I can get to a place now where I can talk about all of these things, and I don't have to cry about it. If I do cry, it's because I'm just joyful. I'm just happy that God saw fit to push me out of it, to bring me out of it. Like, I know my worth now, and I know what I will and won't tolerate. I have peace, and I know that me being single, me being out on my own and alone, is what elevated me. Because had God not shown me, had I not really started praying and like, look, just show me what I need to see, and I promise you, I'm gonna move. Had He not done that, I would still be there and still not knowing my worth. So now that y'all know a little bit about me, I gotta cut a couple of disclaimers for you. Okay, I just want to say, number one, um, hey Pooh, thank you, sis. Uh, Thank you, Tina. I appreciate it, baby. Thank you. It definitely is a process, y'all. It's a process. It's a long process, but you got to be willing to get through it. It's like a fight for your life. For real. It is a fight for your life. You have children, you have people that need you. I needed myself. I needed myself. I had people who depend on me. And I knew that I'm the type of person that believes everything happens for a reason, y'all. My mindset, your mindset is everything. Your mindset is everything. How you view situations is how it's gonna treat you. If I had stayed negative and if I had a been bitter, I would still be in this hurt ass place. Sorry, I just cursed. That is a disclaimer I got to tell y'all, but I'll keep talking. But anyway, let me get to the disclaimers, okay? My first one, y'all, these are strictly, not strictly. Some of these are just my opinion, okay? Everybody's got an opinion. We may not agree. That's cool, okay? If you disagree, that's fine. Put it in the chat box. I'm cool with it. Everybody's got an opinion, and I know what you have and what. I just ask if you're gonna disagree, if you're gonna come on here, disagree respectfully, okay? Will not tolerate no disrespect on this channel nowhere, because I mean, what's the point of arguing with somebody over the internet, okay? So if you have an opinion, you're welcome to state it, okay? Hey sis, thank you. Thank you, Young. Um, Number two, I'm gonna say this. I am not a marriage counselor, I'm not a therapist, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, none of that, okay? I'm just speaking from experience, okay? That's right. That's why it's called Keena's Corner, y'all. These are my opinions, okay? Opinions, fact, truth, vulnerabilities, and need to knows. I got you on that though, I promise. Like I was saying, I'm not a therapist, a counselor, a psychiatrist, a psychologist. Okay, I'm solely speaking from experience, but I do believe that experience teaches you better than anything. Okay, and also, I forgot to mention too as well, y'all. I am an author. I did publish my first book in 2021, and I'm working on a second, but it's completely different than the first. So if you read the first, you know what I mean. This one is more of like a self help, like motivation book. It's about kind of what I've gone through um, over the last few years. Okay. And then my fourth disclaimer, I do want to let y'all know this is not for children. Every now and then I do curse, okay? So I'm not asking you to have your kids in your lap when you're watching me, because I watch what I say about around mine, so I don't want you to have yours sit on your lap while I'm talking, okay? I don't ever say that I hadn't cursed in front of my kids. I try to watch what I say because children imitate, and you can't be mad at them. Okay, so this episode, when I started working on topics like for this podcast, one of the very first that came to me was worth. Worth, what people think you're worth, what you think you're worth, your self-worth, okay? That's the first thing that came to me. And probably because honestly, y'all, up until recently, I really didn't know what I was worth. And I wholeheartedly mean it. I really didn't know what I was worth. Yes, I was always encouraging others and trying to uplift other people. But Lord knows, I'm being honest when I tell you, I did not know what I was worth. When you don't know your worth, you are going to tolerate things that you know you shouldn't. When you don't know your worth, you allow people to pretty much, it's like you're letting them tell you what you're going to accept. When you don't know your worth, people get to do it for you. When you don't know your worth, I promise you'll stay in a situation that you know you have no business in, that you know you're not being treated right in, that you know that he or she, I'm unbiased, okay, men and women, that he or she disrespects you, he or she name, he or she puts their hands on you, he or she abuses you in any form. I don't mean just physical, okay? There's such thing as mental abuse, and that hurts more than anything because when you've been made to feel like you're crazy, you start to feel like that. Like you really start to feel like you're crazy. And I've been there, y'all. And it is not a good feeling. It is not a good feeling. When you feel like you're losing your damn mind, it's not a good feeling. That's abuse. Okay. I'm telling you that when you don't know your worth, you're going to stay and allow things that you know you should not. Period. You are going to. There, I know, and we've all been there. There's been a time that you know you should have walked away from something, but you tried to see the good in a person. You ignored that red flag that they showed you. They cheated on you one time and you stayed. And I'm not judging you. Not judging you. I'm a no judgment person. I've been there. I've been there. Okay. In these same shoes, I've been there. I've been cheated on and stayed. I always said as a little girl, I always remember that. I always said I would, but I did. When do you, because, people tell you all day cheating is a mistake. Cheating is a mistake. And you stayed and you try to see the good in a person when they've shown you clearly who they are. They've shown you. They have shown you over and over who they are. And you stayed. You stayed. So when do we as people classify those mistakes as what they are? There's not a mistake. It's a conscientious decision. It's a decision that you made. Period. You didn't make a mistake by going to someone else's house or wherever you did and took your clothes off and had sex with this person. Or it don't even necessarily have to be physical. Hey bro. Hey bro, thank you. It don't necessarily have to be physical. To me, when you start, if you're doing anything that you gotta hide, it's gonna lead to something else. You may as well go ahead and cheat. If you texting somebody else and you gotta delete it so your partner won't see it, go ahead and cheat. You on your way. You leaving the door open for it to happen. When you don't know your worth, again, y'all, you will allow people to make that decision for you. Okay. Yes, cheating is never a mistake, and I'm gonna stand on that one. Cheating is not a mistake. And honestly, it's way too common these days, but um never give up on love though. Never give up on love. Um, I want to say this to my ladies in the house in here. Please understand that your worth is not your physical. It's not based upon your physical. What I mean by your physical, literally your outside appearance. Okay. It is not based on your outside appearance. You can get all the surgeries that you want. No knocking anybody who has had one. I'm not knocking you. I'm just telling you that is not what your worth is based off of. And a lot of women do think that. A lot of women compare themselves to others. When you've got to be comfortable, you're not going to love that lady. You love that lady's body because you can't even learn to love yours first. You got to love yours first. Your physical does not define your worth. I hope y'all feeling me on that one. Your physical does not define your worth. It's a inner knowing. It's inside of you. It's you knowing that you are good enough. Is you knowing that you are worthy of being loved properly. Just worthy of being loved. That is your worth. Okay. Your self worth, of course, is what you think about yourself. And when you stay in relationships that you know are no good for you, that are toxic, that you can't grow in, you can't prosper in every day, you're walking on eggshells because you fear you're gonna piss somebody off. You don't need to be there. At any point, if you're forcing anything or you're having to constantly repeat yourself. If you're telling somebody what hurts you and they make no effort to change it, they do not care. Let them go. They can apologize all day, they can buy flowers all day, but until they change behavior, that's manipulation. That's a form. Need y'all to understand that, okay? Your physical has nothing to do with worth and your self worth, what you think about yourself, okay? It's literally just a deeper knowing of who you are, knowing you're worthy and knowing you're worthy of love, okay? Um, I got some. I got a little one uh for my fellas. I don't think, and I'm gonna say this one because I see it on social media all the time. A lot of people, women, can do or provide. Thank you. But a lot of men, or I'm sorry, a lot of women base their what they think about a man based on what he could provide. I'm gonna speak from a real woman's perspective. Me, it should not be based on that. First of all, coming from a real woman, I don't think you should if require what you can't, offer as well for yourself. If I can't go out and buy all these Louis bags and all that, why should she have to? Why should he have to? Like that's a requirement for you. I don't think it should be. Now, for me, I'm a real woman. I'm not materialistic. I'm not asking that you go out and buy me all these bags and do these things for me to show me that you care about me and to prove your worth to me. If you're going to do it, if you can afford to do it, for me, it's just an extra. But what I'm looking for is your inner being. How do you treat people, right? Are you a father to your children? How do you treat people? Do you treat that janitor at your job the same way that you treat your boss, the CEO? That's what I'm looking for. So I don't think at all that a man's worth should be based off of that. I don't. And I just saw a post like that today. I just thank you, sis Retta. I love you. So that's just the things that we need to think about. Like I said, don't compare yourself to others, especially women. It's so hard though. I know it's hard because social media will do it. Social media has ruined a lot of things. Well, I can say social media, of course, it's always the people on it and the posts you see, right? Social media will have you comparing yourself to others, but you cannot do that. You ain't gonna never be happy until you learn to love yours. I promise you. That's a song, but it's true fact. Social media has ruined a lot of things. Even because I've been in one. Us staying in these relationships, marriages, whatever, when you know you should be gone. Y'all, I have this is a true story. Have a family member, and I don't call names on this channel. Have a family member. She told me one time, she said, Keena, you have a good man. He may do wrong every now and then, but don't let that man go. Me, mm-mm, I can't go for that. I cannot go for it. It's like, when did we get here? And honestly, if you sit and think about it, y'all in here, there is somebody in your family, like maybe like a grandmother, great grandmother, somebody like that. She was cool back in the day. You probably weren't even born. She was cool back in the day, knowing that she had a man that provided for her, maybe her husband or something like that, and she knew what he was doing out there. She knew he had outside kids and all that, but she was cool with what he was doing. I'm just not cool with it. I can't get with great grandma now. And what's sad about y'all, I was so expected to stay and try to work it out and forgive you and stuff like that. Had I done it to you, would you be here? Y'all, without thought, without thinking about it. I mean, not even a nothing but a not even a second. Not even a second. He said, "Oh, I know I'll be gone. So why are you expected to stay? Why do you stay?" A lot of it stems from not knowing your worth, y'all. It stems from not knowing your worth. I promise you, that's where it comes from. When you know who you are, you won't allow nobody to do it for you, y'all. Like I said, I've been single for 2 years. 2 years. I am so peaceful and I have joy. I be tired some days, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just a full time mama. I have peace, and I've been singleness is not always loneliness. Now, do I get lonely? Absolutely. I miss the presence of having someone. Yes, I will never tell you that. That'll be a lie. Yes, I do get lonely, but I have peace. They say that, you know the saying, the quickest way to get over another man is to get under a new one. It's cute. It's a cute saying, but I strongly disagree. The flex is being able to sit by yourself and get over that man. Right? Right, Tracy. At the flex is being able to sit alone and to get over that man or woman, fellas. That's the flex. That's been the flex for me. I ain't gonna tell you this whole time I've been celibate. I ain't gonna never tell you that lie. But I know when I did what I did, I was in a low place, trying to prove that I still had it and I still got it, and somebody still wanted me. Okay. But I've been celibate almost 2 years now because I have great self control. I am not the type of person that I talk a lot of noise really just to make people laugh, but I am not that person. I don't feel comfortable, texting somebody like, hey, come over just for sex. I don't feel comfortable when a guy texts me like, hey, what you doing? And you know what he want. I'm worth more than that. Y'all have got to stand, especially my women. You just being able to sit still and heal and work on yourself, you'll learn so much about yourself. And I've learned a lot about me. So I'm not blaming anybody. I've learned a lot about me, and that's what I was supposed to do. The flex is being able to sit still, y'all. Not trying to go person to person to fill a void. It's not going to help you. That's meaningless sex. That's not going to help you. You've got to sit still and heal. Somebody put that in the comments. I sound like a pastor, don't I? Somebody say sit still and heal. I'm serious. Type sit still and heal. You've got to. When you don't sit still and heal, when you go from person to person, everything that you were supposed to learn in that last relationship, your last marriage, your last engagement, whatever it is, you're going to take it with you to the next person. And it's just a cycle until you finally decide to sit still and work on yourself. Sit still and heal. That's it, ladies. Thank you, Devin. Devin, you got to be able to sit still and heal. If not, I promise you, the ones you're going to take it to another person. And but when you don't heal, you continue to bleed or cut you, and that's not fair. That's not fair. My girl Nicole, what's up? Yes, y'all, please, you got to sit still and heal. Um, like I said, when you don't know your worth, y'all, I'm literally you're just allowing somebody to do it for you, and it's so beautiful when you finally learn to love on you. I promise y'all, I did not know my worth, and that's why I'm so content right now. I get lonely as hell. I get lonely as hell, y'all. Just imagine that being single 2 years. Somebody's out there has probably been single longer than me, but I get lonely as ever. But I refuse to settle because I know my worth, and my standards are very realistic. I still do have standards, but for me, and I have said this to guys, and I meant it because I'm not materialistic, y'all. One time I was dating this guy who was going back and forth between jobs and didn't know which one he really wanted, careers. One on paid more than the other. And I meant it. I love the guy. I told him, I don't care if you work on the back of a garbage truck. Just take a shower before you come home. I mean, when you come home, don't touch me. But other than that, for me, if you have some type of hustle about you, if you're loving me right, y'all know what I mean in every way. If you're loving me right and taking care of home and protecting and providing like you should be, I have no complaints. Yes, Pooh, you build a strong relationship with God or Jesus, got his son while sitting still. That's very true. I prayed, I prayed so much, y'all. But I mean, it literally built my relationship with God. And like I said, it's all about your mindset. I sat and I prayed a lot of days. I cried some days. I did whatever I needed to do to help me get. But I started seeing my story and all that I had been through was going through like the story of Job, y'all. He never quit. He never gave up. And I just felt like every month I was getting a new test. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, come on, wait a minute. Like, I ain't even done with this one yet. But it was something. And I'm happy that I'm here to say that I made it. I made it. When you know your worth, you won't depend on anyone else for your happiness. First of all, you'll understand that your happiness is not like that's not somebody else's responsibility. That is not someone else's responsibility. I promise you, it's yours. It's yours. If you're going to somebody looking for them to make you happy, it's a setup. Don't expect it, sis, bro. Don't do it. It's a setup. You have to make yourself happy first and start with yourself. Start by sitting alone and healing. Sit still and heal. And you have to know your worth. You've got to know your worth. If y'all know me, look at me. I'm a big girl. And that's my point. This right here has nothing to do about what I feel about me on the inside. Period. Period. I don't care what you look like, what you come and say to me. You can say what you want, but still, it's like I know my worth. I know this does not define me. I say it all the time that physically, you can find a bunch of women who look better than me physically, but finding someone to match my intellect, my energy, my soul, even just my spirit towards people, my love for others, is gonna be hard to do, and I take pride in that. I'm about to cough. Ooh, that's a good one. Be so far into God that a man will have to find and know God is well to get to you. I love that. She's those are facts. It's very true. Like I got real deep in it, y'all. I ordered a new study Bible and everything. I got a study Bible and a new Bible. It's that deep for me. But like I said, y'all, you just got to be willing to heal. Y'all, if you know me on a personal level, and what I mean by personal, y'all see me in, day to day. Some of y'all are in my Facebook group, and I really talk to y'all. You have my phone number, and I think most of y'all in here, you do have my phone number. Okay. Y'all hear me talk a lot, nasty stuff and freaky stuff. But if you really know me, y'all, like I said, a lot of times I am talking like that because I love to see people smiling and happy. And that'll make people smile and make them happy. But I've been at this house literally not doing anything for 2 years, and I'm proud of that, y'all. I didn't have to go screw everybody in the world to feel like I need to get over somebody. I sat my ass still so I could heal. I did that. Smushy beans? Hey, I don't know what it is. Smushy beans. Y'all, but honestly, that's pretty much all I got to say. It's about I'm about 30 minutes in, and it's about where I want to keep it. I'm gonna aim for it at the 20 minutes to 30 minutes on every Thursday. Again, I sleep, but I know everybody else still up. Slim Jim. Slim Jim. Come on now, reveal yourself. Slim Jim. Hmm. Smushy beans. Okay. Like I was saying, guys, I'm gonna try to keep them. I ain't gonna try to keep y'all all night, but if it's getting hot and thick and heavy, then we could talk about it. I got little papers over here, y'all. Alice, hey, Alice, the girl, switch your beans. Oh my god. I got some papers over here. If you ever see me looking to the side, I do work on topics and I type stuff out that I want to say. So I can try to stay on topic. I'm pretty much done. I, like I said, we're 30 minutes in. I will try, since it's still new for me, y'all. I'm gonna try to get these uploaded to. I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm gonna try to get these uploaded to Spotify podcast and then Apple, because I am recording on my phone as well. I have an iPad, but I'm not using it right now. Um, I'm recording on my phone as well, just audio, and I'm gonna see what I can do with it because I just bought this app yesterday. So it's a hassle, y'all. I'm trying to learn, and it ain't giving what it's supposed to yet. Whew. But please, y'all, if you know me personally, I ask that you would, if you have not, yeah, put that on a t-shirt. Sit your ass still and heal, or just sit still and heal. But if you have not, look in my description box, guys. If you would like, guys and gals, if you would like to interact with me, follow my socials there in my description box. Also, please, please share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. But I think most of y'all know me personally. Please do that for me. Mm. Oh my God. Y'all are lit on these comments. I'm pretty much out. I'm gonna try to figure out the rest of this stuff, how to get them on Apple Podcasts and then Spotify. I appreciate y'all so much for stopping by. Like I said, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and do all that good stuff for me. I appreciate y'all. If y'all are up, send me a text, send me a messenger, whatever you got me. My contact by comment. Please let me know. Like it if you like it. Let me know if you liked it tonight. This is my first episode, and I'm so thankful to have y'all again. I'm Keena. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for being in my corner. This is Keena's Corner. I'm here, and we're out. I love y'all. Good night.